Talking about if we want to speak to someone like you, if we needed some help with booking, a wedding or anything, we would look to be booking through an agency, and a lot of the time the fees, if you're going through an agency, might be a little bit more. Why should we be paying that little bit extra to book through an agency?
I think we've touched on this before briefly, but it's the case that ultimately, yes, you can book entertainment direct, and there are a lot of acts out there that will deal with it really, really well, and they'll look after you and they'll take care of everything. By booking through ourselves, yes, of course, we don't do it for nothing. We've got a fee on top, but we take care of the whole thing. Not only do we guide people like we've discussed, but also along the process, we can deal with everything along the way. I hate to talk about it, but if something goes wrong,
sure,
we can deal with it. You've got so many things to organise, you've got so many things to sort out. If you hear that your caricaturist or your magician is ill, you don't want that stress. A few days, we take care of it. We will deal with it. We'll step in. We'll find an alternative act. We've got the contact. We've got a contact number for 24 hours a day. So we can help sort that thing out. If something isn't what you expected or quite what you anticipated, we can deal with that and take care of the issues. But also, by coming through ourselves, we only send out acts that we know are amazing.
Sure. So even acts that we might have even seen ourselves sometimes, and they've all been vetted and gone through a procedure to make sure that they have all the relevant details and documentation, all stuff that you might not know to check yourself, because you wouldn't know what documents that you need or things.
Why would you? We've got a team of guys that find all these acts and make sure that they're all of a high standard and they're professional and they're doing everything correctly. So if we send anybody out, we're 100% certain that they're going to do the job perfectly.
And if
peace of mind,
I think the thing to bear in mind is that a lot of people might have a different idea of this, but an agency like ourselves, it's not like a Yellow Pages. We're not just a database or a list of bands that exist. There's way more to it than that. And I guess what you were saying is the fact when you call up, you get to speak to an expert and someone who knows what they're doing, someone who's kind of been there before, seen it, and has dealt with similar, inquiries before, right?
Yeah, and we take a lot of work off a customer, off a couple. I think that there's a whole process of an inquiry that is not often seen.
Sure.
So let's say, for example, you inquired into a band.
Okay, I'll call you up.
Okay.
So ring. Hi.
Hi, how you doing? You okay?
Oh, I like your phone.
It's old school phone.
Old school phone. Okay, so let's say, hi Matt, I'm getting married next year. I'm not getting married next year, but if I was getting married next year, this is what I do. So I'm getting married next year, and Matt, I want a band for my wedding. Do you think you can help me out?
I certainly can. No
Sure.
problem at all. So first of all, I would. I'm not going to role play anymore, by the way. Just so you know.
We've done that.
I would want to know if there's a particular band that you like, or if there's a style that you like.
Okay.
And I would recommend what I feel are the most popular. If you don't know which band that you want, I would look at the most popular, the most successful, the ones that I use regularly that I know are amazing.
Do you get people that call up and they haven't looked at the bands on the site yet? So they're just phoning up and they just kind of want to know what's going on.
People want us to do a lot of the work, which is what we're here for. Again,
Sure.
It's and I enjoy those kind of inquiries. It's like, right, brilliant, and I will ask a few questions. What kind of music you like. I often ask because people never know what their favourite artist is or their favourite song, or people. I don't know what was the last thing you listened to. And just to get a feel of what people like, and then let's say I'll send over a few options. Now, I think it's really important at this stage, from your point of view, that if someone sends you 3 options, you might not like them all. That's fine. That's not a problem at all.
Sure.
I'm not in the band. I'm not going to be offended,
But then if they come back and say, I didn't like those, whatever, at least you know.
Yeah.
And then you can be like, okay, cool, we'll look at this instead then.
The most, I think that, I'd probably say the most valuable thing you take out this whole video that we've come across now is give us your feedback. Tell us, well, I kind of like that band, but I didn't like this. Or I don't like that band because I don't like this.
The more honest you are, the more appropriate the entertainment is going to be for you or your personality or your wedding.
And it will, but it will help us if you can come back and say, I don't like this, but I do like that. awesome. We will then go and look at another selection of bands.
Mm-hmm.
Now, every time we do that, we are checking that the bands are available. So we're only sending options of bands that are available. Cool. It's not a case of just going, here's some more bands.
What about things like sending bands that are suitable for their budget, like in location-wise? So say if they're getting married in London, you're not going to go and look at bands that are based in Glasgow.
Of course not, yeah. We don't want to be sending our bands too far, A, because it's going to cost more, and also, you know, the bands don't want to be driving 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours to get to a gig and then do that. You know, so we try and keep it local. We will try and keep within the budget you've suggested. We will try and keep to the genre that you've suggested. But like I say, music's so subjective. Yeah. We don't always get it right, you know. That's a fact. But come back to us, let us know, and we'll look into other options.